Hi, this is Collar of Sublime Trading. This is the Forex Weekend video analysis. So we have 5 Forex pairs to get through today. The first one we are starting off with is the Euro Australian dollar. So if we start off by looking at the monthly time frame, we can see that price tried to break above last year's high around here and around here, but has since moved back down below last year's high and is heading in a downwards direction. So we may see price continue to head down, and it may come as low as last year's low. Going to the weekly time frame, price, as you can see, is looking bearish and below the 50 simple moving average, but still above the 200 simple moving average. So if price does continue to move lower, we may find some area of support around this point here. Going down to the daily time frame, again same picture, looking bearish here on the daily. Price is also below the 50 and 200 simple moving average. So overall we are looking bearish on all time frames, so we just want to look for shorting opportunities only at this time. Next forex pair is the Euro New Zealand dollar. Similar picture to the Euro Australian dollar. We can see that price found resistance around last year's high and has since started to head in the downwards direction. So again, with this forex pair, we may see price come as low as last year's low. Weekly time frame, price is below the 50 but above the 200 simple moving averages, and again we can see how bearish price is looking here on the weekly time frame. Going to the daily time frame, price is below the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. As you can see, there's an area of support around here, so if price can actually get through that area, then we can see that price has a lot of room to move to the downside. So going back to the monthly time frame, we may see price reach lows as low as last year's low. Next forex pair is the euro dollar. If we look at the monthly time frame, we can see that price is currently trading in between last year's high and last year's low. Looking bearish here on the monthly time frame after price tried to move above last year's high but since moved back down below that area. And again, with this forex pair, we may see price come down as low as last year's low. Going to the weekly time frame now, price is currently below the 50 simple moving average but above the 200 simple moving average. As you can see, price is using the 200 simple moving average as support around here. It did also do the same thing around this area here. It also did the same thing around here where price used the 200 simple moving average as support. At the moment, we're seeing price bounce off the 200 simple moving average, so we may see price move back to the upside, or we may see price try to attempt to break the 200 simple moving average again and move down below it. At the moment, it's best to just stand aside until we have a clear direction. If we go to the daily time frame, price is currently below the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. Price is looking bearish here on the daily time frame, but as we saw on the weekly, price is using the 200 simple moving average as support. So until we can break down below that 200 simple moving average, we need to stand aside. And if we're going to look for any long opportunities, we need price to first break above the 200 simple moving average here on the daily time frame. Next forex pair is the pound New Zealand dollar. Monthly time frame, price is currently in between last year's high and last year's low. Again, with this forex pair, we can see how price used last year's high as areas of resistance around here and here again. Then we saw a big move to the downside. On the weekly time frame, price is currently below the 50 and 200 simple moving average. And if we go down to the daily time frame, price is also below the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. So we only want to look for shorting opportunities on this forex pair. Last forex pair we are looking at today is the pound US dollar. If we go to the monthly time frame, you can see a price is currently between last year's high and last year's low. We see price is heading in a downwards direction as well. On the weekly time frame, price is below the 50 and 200 simple moving averages and looking bearish here on the weekly time frame. Going down to the daily time frame, price is below the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. Here we can see price is looking bearish, but also price is currently in an area of consolidation, so we need price to actually break and close below this low before we look for any shorting opportunities. As price is not too far from this area of support, we may see shorting opportunities really soon. Thank you for watching the Forex Weekend video analysis. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below the video.